far, let me see your hands.
Did you call? Yeah.
Step outside, step outside.
That's 81-year-old Reginald McLaren. He just lost his whole family.
Police department, so no! Police department!
Garbage cans.
Is there anybody in there?
Yeah.
It's like at least one confirmed so far.
Two.
You have two of them?
There's two. You want that one too?
Yeah.
Nothing about this crime scene made sense. The more investigators looked, the stranger it became.
So, real quick, we're walking down the guy who called. Okay. They're in garbage cans inside the room.
To be 100% honest with you, mom and daughter are deceased.
It all started when an 81-year-old man picked up the phone and made a 911 call that would leave Colorado detectives with far more questions than answers.
911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. This is Reggie McLaren. I'm calling from Art Walk Apartments, apartment N308. I came around 3 o'clock and I found my wife and my daughter murdered.
I'm sorry, you what?
I found my daughter and my wife. Somebody killed them in the apartment. They have been murdered.
Okay, how do you know that they're dead?
Well, I am here. They are dead, because the guy, whoever entered, he was trying to take them in a trash can or take away, but he couldn't do it.
His wife and daughter were murdered. Their bodies were stuffed into garbage cans. The shock was so overwhelming that he had passed out after finding them. Hours later, when he came to, he finally called 911.
But how were they hurt? Were they shot? Were they stabbed? Can you tell me how they were injured?
They were stabbed. Not stabbed, somebody used a hammer or... I don't know, My daughter's purse, their IDs were gone. All the things are all upside down,
Within seconds, dispatch flooded the call with officers. Several units raced toward the apartment in Inglewood. Officer Brian Aloise was the first to arrive.
Hey, honey! I think it's this side. Which way do you go? Do you go that way? Let's go. Nope. Look out. What room are we going to?
North.
Keep behind him. 205 confirming in Nancy Troy. Police bar, let me see your hands.
Did you call? Yeah.
Step outside, step outside. Forrest and stick with him. Yep. Morales, here's me, Bryce. Let's go. Police department, make yourself known! Okay, just get everybody right. Bryce with me.
The apartment looked organized at first glance, but inside the living room, boxes were stacked everywhere, and furniture and belongings had been moved around. Something wasn't right.
Clear. Clear. Garbage cans. Is there anybody in there?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Then officers found 2 full-size garbage cans. Both were filled with human remains.
It's like at least one confirmed so far.
2.
You have 2 of them?
There's 2. You want that one too?
Yeah.
The bodies had been cut apart and packed into heavy-duty trash bags. It was immediately clear there was no chance either victim had survived.
Tell medics I only want one medic in the apartment for pronouncement. I don't want all trampling in here. You send them up though.
The apartment quickly filled with officers. Once the scene was secured, everyone not involved in processing evidence was ordered outside.
Who's the guy who just came out of here?
That's the wife or the husband and dad.
So husband found wife and daughter.
The man in the house is 83-year-old Reginald McLaren. As officers escorted him out, they were briefed about one particular thing about him. During the 911 call, Reginald said he knew who had done this.
Does he have suspect info?
He says he does, yes.
Do they live here?
He says he thinks this is his nephews, so they're in gangs. And so I'll get all.
Do they live here?
Do they live at your apartment? No. Okay.
According to Reginald, 2 of his nephews were responsible. He told detectives they were involved with a gang.
We got a quick suspect info. Not on site here. Possibly used to live near the station on Jefferson. None that we're aware of here in the apartment complex. Sounds like they're, I'll meet with you if I get back up.
Okay. Just one of us.
He just wants one for pronouncements.
Yeah. Can we get info from you?
I don't have any yet.
Nothing? Okay.
So, real quick, we're walking down the guy who called.
Okay.
They're in garbage cans inside the room.
Okay.
Meanwhile, crime scene investigators got to work upstairs.
Any indication of? I didn't look back.
Manner? No, no.
Like where it happened at.
No, and that's what I'm trying to see. I mean, this one here is, she's bloodied.
Instead, they noticed white marks. Someone had tried to clean the apartment.
That's fine.
You know, this looks like a lot of blood right here, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and see the sheets, they cleaned up.
Then, they found blood splatter in the living room.
There's a bunch of towels and stuff on this one.
Okay.
And she is absolutely drenched in blood, and there's blood. See that? I mean, it's all
on her shoe and.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, there's.
Yeah.
And there's spatter over here.
Yeah. Yeah, all over this box over here too.
All right.
Everything pointed to the attack happening right there in the living room.
Sounds like husband came home, finds his wife and daughter deceased. They both have been shoved into a trash can apiece. So it looks like, by all appearances, it looked like whoever did this was trying to put the bodies in the trash can and take them wherever. Husband seems to think he knows who did it. We're trying to talk with him. He's pretty shook up, obviously.
Whoever did this had gone to great lengths to hide what happened. Detectives knew they were dealing with someone dangerous, and they needed to find them fast.
Do you know if they have surveillance in the building anywhere? They don't.
They do.
No.
The sofa's covered in blood. The back.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that, and if you look like underneath those bed sheets and stuff, that pillow's covered in blood, and it looks like they probably were hiding something underneath there as well.
So, just for our safety, I asked where the suspects, do they live here?
That's fine.
I asked where, and they said they might be at 780 West Jefferson by the station. They're all gangbangers according to him.
Reginald gave officers the address where his nephews lived, but they weren't expecting to find them there. With no surveillance camera system in the building, detectives started knocking on doors instead.
Maybe the surrounding apartment, so that apartment right there, see if they heard or saw anything. I don't know if there's an apartment on the side or if there's just
As officers worked the scene, the neighbor from Unit 307 stepped into the hallway.
So do you know these guys very well?
That's Kumari McGill. She had lived there for 2 years. The McLarens had moved in about 6 months before her.
The neighbors that were there, there's an older gentleman and an older woman with a...
Yeah, like they look like Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daughter.
Oh, daughter, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I see them all the time. They seem fairly friendly. They speak, well, the guy speaks, the woman not so much.
The older woman was 70-year-old Bethany McLaren, also known by her Nepalese name, Pavitra. Born in India, she served as a nurse in the Indian Army and rose to the rank of captain. In 1986, she married Reginald, and the couple eventually settled in Denver. Neighbors remembered them as friendly, even if Bethany mostly kept to herself.
It seemed like they just kind of come in and out. I think he works at an RTD or like the light rail or something like that. He always has a uniform on.
The RTD or the light rail stuff? Okay.
Light rail stuff.
Reginald did wear a uniform, but he didn't work for the light rail. In fact, he also worked in the medical field like Bethany.
At times they cook things, and so they kind of think they have to air out their apartment at times.
Yeah, that's what your other neighbor said. Like they leave their door open and you can smell it. Okay.
If you're worried about them or something's going on with them, you may want to talk to the neighbor as well. They're in M306.
One neighbor knew Reginald better than anyone else. His name was Will Payton.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. But
Well, to be 100% honest with you, mom and daughter are deceased. And so we're trying to figure out what is going on. So that's why I'm asking you so many.
Yeah, okay.
Since Reginald had blamed his nephews, detectives wanted to know if Kumari had ever seen them around.
That's wild, to be honest, because, I mean, they're fairly quiet. Like I said, no...
Yeah, do you see anybody else coming and going from there?
No, it's only seen them 3.
Just those 3?
Yeah. I know that him and the woman are older, but that daughter doesn't seem that old.
The daughter was 35-year-old Ruth Jennifer McLaren. She lived with cerebral palsy and epilepsy, but she refused to let those conditions define her. She was studying criminal justice and hoped to build a career in law. Less than 10 minutes later, Kumari found Will Payton and brought him to the officers.
Just go and get him.
Oh, yeah. Are you Will? Yeah. All right, Will.
Reginald had come to him just days earlier with an unusual request.
He came over to me the other day while I was smoking in the garage, and he was like, can you do me a favor? We're moving out on Saturday. And I was like, okay. And he was like, if it's after hours, can I drop off the keys to you? And I was like, okay. I told him my apartment number.
That explained why the apartment was packed with boxes, but Reginald never came to drop off the keys like he had promised.
And he said he was going overseas, but he was going to come back.
Like I'm as in singular?
Yeah, the team singular and things like that. So.
Okay.
Will also remembered Reginald saying he was going abroad. At the time, it sounded normal. Now, after learning what police had found inside that apartment, those words took on a very different meaning. Detectives planned to interview Reginald at the station, but on the way there, he developed chest pains. He also said he had fainted after finding his wife and daughter. Officers took him to the hospital, and detectives met him there. His hands were fine, but there was blood on his shoes and on his pants. Officers didn't see blood on the apartment floor when they arrived. So how had it ended up on Reginald's clothes?
But you weren't hurt at all? Yeah, you weren't hurt at all?
No, I wasn't hurt.
Okay. I heard that you passed out,
Oh, yeah.
but you didn't hit your head or nothing like that, or?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I might have hit, but...
We'll take some pictures real quick just to make sure, okay?
Reginald wasn't under arrest, but he was now part of the investigation. At 81 years old, carrying out a crime like this seemed unlikely. Back at the apartment building, officers were still moving through the hallway when another neighbor stepped outside.
Everything's okay.
Talk to her really quick.
Just see it.
Yeah, can I come in?
Yeah, please come in.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
That's Corey. She lived directly across from the McLarens.
Did you guys hear anything?
No. And they're supposed to be moving soon, they told me. They're super nice.
The building manager confirmed the McLarens were supposed to move out the very next day.
So they were on notice to move out this weekend as well.
And that was my understanding, is they were supposed to be out tonight or today or something.
Corey had seen Reginald only a few hours earlier, around 3:55 p.m. She watched him lock his apartment before heading toward the parking lot.
And he is leaving as you were leaving?
Yeah. Well, he went to his car.
Okay.
I was like, hi.
Did
He
say
normally
anything?
says hi to me. He didn't say anything.
He just kind of kept
just
walking.
kinda
Did he
let-
acknowledge you?
He said hi and then kept walking. Normally he'll stop and chat with me.
Okay.
So he locked his door and then he came. Yeah, and then he went to the parking lot, and while I was going in the parking lot, he walked past me and didn't say anything and then came back.
It was only a quick walk to the parking lot, yet Reginald still locked the apartment behind him.
So he came back before you left for the liquor
Yeah.
store?
Mm-hmm.
So that was around 3:55. You left, you saw him.
Yep.
You said hi. He kind of just said hi and just kept going.
Yeah, and he had locked his apartment and then went back.
Okay.
Which I thought was kind of weird, because then I was like, oh, he's probably leaving. That's why I saw you guys out there. I was like, I need to go talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is everything okay?
No.
Okay.
Corey said the last time she saw Bethany and Ruth was March 12th. That made it the last confirmed sighting of either woman, 13 days before the 911 call. She also noticed Reginald had been acting differently in the days leading up to it.
And I was like, he's not talking a lot.
So he was a little quiet?
Yeah. Not as chatty as he has been before.
Corey didn't realize it yet, but what she had just shared would become one of the first major breaks in the investigation.
We need to find his car.
Good. We need to find a car?
We need to find a car.
Why?
Around 3:55 today, she was going to the store. She saw him walk to the car. He had locked the door, walked to the car. Doesn't know what he did in the car, but he came back.
Reginald told 911 dispatchers he found the bodies around 3 p.m., but he didn't call 911 until 6:03 p.m. In between, Corey saw him walking back and forth to his car. Detectives needed to see that vehicle.
Is it boy Nora boy X-ray 58?
Yeah, I'm with it. Okay, you're good to go back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's the only vehicle that was to him.
The rear seats were folded flat.
Are you telling me? It's flat.
Stay with this car, don't let me touch it.
Yep.
The bodies were packed into garbage cans, possibly to be moved. Folded rear seats could have made room for them. There was another explanation, though. The McLarens were moving, and boxes would need the extra space, too. But one question still remained. Why was Reginald going back to his car after he claimed he had already found his wife and daughter? The more detectives looked, the less his story made sense. Then they learned he had also called the building manager at 6:02 p.m.
I just want to inform you that when I entered my apartment around 3 o'clock, I found my wife and my daughter murdered. So I'm going to call the Dismembered police right now.
It was said that it was left at 6:02 p.m.
Okay.
We found it very strange. Strange enough that I called you.
Moments after leaving that voicemail, Reginald finally called 911 at 6:03 p.m. Detectives still struggled to picture an 81-year-old man carrying out a crime like this. But whether he was involved or protecting someone else, they needed answers. They returned to the hospital and collected a DNA swab.
So we get like a hand swab of the DNA in your hand to show that basically that's your DNA. So if we find other people's DNA, that we know that's not your DNA. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, like I'm touching this, right? Mm-hmm. Then you touch it, then I can compare your DNA to this DNA.
Oh.
So we don't say like who's this. So we have yours to show. Is that okay to do?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The victims had been wrapped in garbage bags. If Reginald's DNA was found on them, it would answer a lot of questions. But those results would take time. Until then, detectives kept digging.
Get called. I believe his husband comes home, finds his wife and daughter killed. It would appear that whoever did this took extensive steps to clean up the crime scene, as well as...
Reginald said he had gone shopping and returned a couple of hours later to find the bodies. Detectives weren't convinced. The murders, the cleanup, and the dismemberment would have taken far longer than that.
Significant amount of blood splatters like that. Again, it looks like whoever did this tried to clean it up.
Reginald blamed his nephews from the beginning, but he still hadn't explained why they would want his wife and daughter dead.
I don't know. Any indication why Dad thinks that guy's a suspect?
So, not yet, but we just were informed by Bryce that it sounds like Dad left at 3:55. Neighbor saw him driving at his car. He locked this door, left with the car, and came back.
So Dad might be our suspect.
That might be our
Potentially.
suspect.
All right. No indication why Dad thinks this other guy's a suspect.
Oh,
but...
sorry. There was some.
Hang on a second.
There was some scuttlebutt that potentially there's family members that are gang members.
Okay.
Some personal belongings were gone, but the apartment didn't look like it had been ransacked. They searched the apartment dumpster, looking for anything that had been thrown away. Before long, they found it.
Oh. Hey, I found a cut-up Social Security card for a Bethany McLaren and a partial cut-up Colorado ID that appears to be the same in this dumpster down here.
Inside the dumpster were Bethany's and Ruth's Social Security cards, along with their credit cards, all cut into small pieces. Back inside the apartment, investigators noticed another detail.
It looks like they either purchased or found two large trash cans, and a body is stuffed in either one of them. So there's one body in each of the trash cans.
The garbage cans looked brand new. Even the wheels showed almost no signs of use.
And then when he came home, obviously he unlocks it and finds it. So there's no signs of forced entry. We found Dad's car in the back parking lot up here. I have Bryce Allen sitting on it. It's an SUV, and the back seats are all folded down, so it's really flat in the back. The reason why that's important is because each body is stuffed into a trash can, and the trash cans appear to be brand new. And there's no scuff marks on the wheels, so that would lead me to believe that both trash cans have been recently purchased.
Everything pointed toward Reginald, but detectives still needed proof.
I wonder if it's worth a shot. I was going to go over to have somebody go to Walmart and see if they purchased 2 large trash cans. Those trash cans are pretty brand new to me.
Are they?
Well, the wheels don't look really scuffed up.
You could send some over to Walmart and see if they got the same brand.
Yeah, these are brand new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look brand new to me. And there's no dirt on them. There's no scuff marks. That's just water damage from them sitting stacked up with on them, I would think.
Investigators checked surveillance at the nearest Walmart, hoping to find whoever bought the trash cans. But neither Reginald nor anyone else appeared buying that exact model. With no cameras inside the building, detectives looked for private security systems. Soon, they found a doorbell camera outside Unit 304.
Hi there. Can I come in for a second?
Yeah, you go.
How are you guys?
Doing all right?
I'm Brent. I'm with the police department, obviously.
And it was motion activated. And it had captured Reginald walking past it over and over again.
But it just catches clips. I think this was like one that they were like looking at.
On the day of the 911 call at 3:08 p.m., Reginald walked from his apartment to the parking lot. Just 6 minutes later, he was back inside.
It's 3:13.
But detectives pulled every clip they could find and rewound the footage all the way back to March 9th. At 3:47 p.m., Reginald was seen dragging 2 large garbage cans into the apartment. That was 16 days before the 911 call. For detectives, the timeline was finally starting to make sense. Earlier that same day, at 12:44 p.m., Reginald left the apartment alone, got into his car, and drove away. He wasn't headed to Walmart. He drove straight to Home Depot, arriving at 1:38 p.m. in his white Toyota RAV4. Security cameras followed him as he walked inside wearing a cap and a face mask. He didn't wander through the store. He went straight to the largest trash cans.
So he's already picked the trash cans.
Then he headed for the saw aisle. This was March 9th. Bethany and Ruth were still alive, and Reginald was shopping for the sharpest saw he could find. By 1:51 p.m., he had everything he came for: a saw and 2 large garbage cans. He walked straight to the checkout. He paid in cash, likely hoping not to leave a paper trail. But the cameras had already captured his every step in the store. At 1:59 p.m., he loaded the empty trash cans into the back of his SUV. Even empty, they were awkward enough that he struggled to fit them inside. By 2:02 p.m., he was back on the road, but he didn't go straight back home. But more on that later. He arrived home at 3:30 p.m. This time, the mask and cap were gone. He went inside, changed, and came back out just 14 minutes later. At 3:44 p.m., he walked back to his vehicle. 3 minutes later, the camera captured him dragging one of the trash cans back into the apartment. When investigators searched the apartment, they found the same handsaw from the Home Depot footage. It had been wiped clean, but traces of blood were still on it. They also found an axe. Unlike the saw, it hadn't been cleaned or hidden. Forensic experts determined the victims were killed with the axe, then dismembered with the handsaw. By now, detectives knew who had done it. What they still didn't know was why. Reginald remained in the hospital because of his heart condition, so detectives couldn't formally question him. But then, during a routine conversation with his doctor, everything changed. Reginald said it was because of his heart. Then the doctor asked one more simple question, and Reginald started talking.
I heard that you went home and that you found Some of your family did? Is that correct?
Well, you know, the...
I'm not trying to be a jerk right
No, it's all right. I have lived here for 40 years and I'm 52 years old. And I take care of my family very safely. At this age of 52, nobody will hire me.
Reginald explained that he had recently lost his job at Hospital Shared Services. He was 81 years old, unemployed, with a wife and a disabled daughter depending on him. He had only $8,000 left.
Nobody will hire me. And the family keep pressing me to take an apartment and go there, and I had no rent. And then I had some money. Still, I have $8,000 in my home. But that was only for 1 month. Anyhow, to cut this story short, doctor, I didn't want to see my family on the street begging. I don't want to see, no matter what happens. But I just cannot, because I see people on the road and, you know, homeless, and that's a miserable situation to better cry. And I also want to die.
So you killed them? Both of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To him, that money would last about a month. After that, he would be homeless. Years working around hospitals had exposed him to that reality, and in his mind, it was a future he couldn't accept. Reginald was desperate, and he confessed attacking Bethany and Ruth in the living room with an axe. Afterward, he said he became overwhelmed and passed out.
And then you passed out, is that correct?
Then I passed out.
So you had chest pain at that time?
Chest pain.
He said there was one thing he feared more than anything else: going homeless. In his own words, he would rather die than live on the street.
But I don't want to see my children begging bread on the street and get homeless. How my daughter can live even for the 1 day if she's homeless? She needs medication, she needs rest, and not only that, she used to fall from the bed many times. So my wife used to do that for the last, I think, 17, 18 years. I used to sleep in a different room. We used to take care of her. I used to take care of her family as much as I can.
The detective took out a pair of handcuffs, and Reginald knew the conversation was over.
Handcuff him to the bed, please.
What?
Handcuff him to the bed, please.
Reginald was handcuffed to his hospital bed. As detectives traced his purchases, they discovered he hadn't just bought the saw and trash cans that day. He had also bought the axe from Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can find a transaction that has both of those.
Not only that, he also bought a 2-gallon gas can. Weeks before the murders, Reginald had already begun buying the tools he would need. Detectives believe he intended to place the bodies in the trash cans, load them into his SUV, and dispose of them somewhere else. The gas can may have been part of that plan, but one problem changed everything. He couldn't move the heavy trash cans by himself, so he abandoned that plan and tried to stage a robbery instead. He removed valuables, cut up credit cards, cleaned the apartment, and blamed his nephews. Reginald McLaren never expressed remorse for killing his wife and daughter. He told investigators he believed they were in a better place. In June 2024, a jury found Reginald guilty on every charge, including 2 counts of first-degree murder, tampering with deceased human remains, and false reporting. A month later, he was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. If you found this case as shocking as we did, don't forget to subscribe for more real police investigations and true crime stories, told step by step through the evidence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next case.